Hey guys, on today's episode, we're using minnows. Now what we're going to plan to do today is we're going to test 3 methods of hooking your live bait, that minnow. We're going to try it through the mouth, behind the dorsal fin, and on the tail. And we're going to see which one of those 3 produces the most crappie on Hey Man Fishing. So stay tuned. Okay guys, on this episode today, I'm using these Team Crappie size 4 hooks. They're a rotating hook. And we're going to use a 1/4 ounce weight and a 10-foot ACC crappie stick. And I got a loop knot on here. And that's what we're going to fish today. All right, we got a pretty decent brush pile. And what we plan on doing, I'm going to hook through the lip on these. And we'll fish here a while, and then we'll go to a totally different brush pile that's got crappie on it and try one or the other. I got 3 methods I want to use, and we'll use through the lip here, and then our next brush pile we'll try one of the other 2 methods. On each crappie, to be fair, the first time they're going to see this minnow going down in there. Most of them on top are usually the most active. But what I want to do is I want to use through the lip on these. All right, I'm going to get my first minnow. All right, I got my first minnow here. Now look, you just want to go out on the lip. I'm going to go through that bottom lip, come out through the top lip, just like this. You don't want to go too deep, too far back. You'll go into the head and kill that minnow. First brush pile, we're going down. Throw out there to them. All right, look here. I'm in there. And he's already got it. I got one that fast going down. Feels good. I think we're gonna probably keep some today. I need to fill up my freezer. All right, we got one. That's a decent one. Right, let me set up my live well. There it is. All right, we got one here. Feel like a good one. Here's a good one. All right. So through the mouth. That's good crappie. All right, let's try it one more time, guys, and then we're going to go to another brush pile. Try another method. If you got a preference, what you use, let me know. I mean, put it in the comment. Okay, that was through the lips on those minnows, and we caught a couple. But I mean, we're going to continue on to test our second method, which is going to be through the back behind that dorsal fin, and see how we do. Now, when you put it through the lips, that crappie, you know, he's going to be more horizontal, and it's more of like a relaxed. And that's mainly how I fish. I usually hook through the mouth. So now let's go to this other brush pile. To be fair, we hadn't fished it yet, and we're going to hook it through the back. All right, here we go. We got some crappie on this brush pile, and we're in about the same depth. We're in 33 feet of water. Let's just see. Now hooking them through the back is going to have that minnow. It's going to be like a struggling bait fish. He's going to be moving around erratically, and it's almost like I mean, he's going to be horizontal. Got a lot of crappie right here. Same thing, right behind that. See the dorsal fin right here? So I'm going, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to go right behind it. Just like that. I got some moving out there on them. Okay, he got it. He got it. That was our first cast. There's our first crappie on this second brush pile. Not as big as them others. Remember, crappie are usually most active on the top. Okay. I think we're going to keep him. He's right there at the moment. Put him in. All right, let's go to our next brush pile and see how well we do by hooking that minnow through the tail. All right, coming up on that third and final brush pile, and so we'll use the tail method of hooking that minnow on this. We want to be now on this method. You're just going to go through the back tail section. Okay, I'm gonna take the old tail right here in the very back, going through the tail. Now what's going to happen, the crappie, the minnow is going to try to balance itself and come up, and that's going to give us some action there. Go for it, guy. You got it. Look here. It feels good too. Feels like a good crappie through the tail on that minnow. Probably the biggest one we got so far. Keep him. Oh, that's it now. He got it already. Look at that. Coming up. There he is. Kind of little. We're not gonna keep him. All right, guys, we are done at this third brush pile. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna tally up our time and how many fish we caught in each method and just see where we at on this. And y'all can make your call on it. First one, got a nice brush pile, fairly deep, a lot of crappie on it. And we're going to use through the lips. All right, so we ended up catching about 4 crappie in 20 minutes on this brush pile through the lips. Now we're moving up to the second brush pile, but got plenty of crappie, same situation. Now we're going through the back of these fish, and we end up catching on this brush pile here through the back, we end up catching about 6 crappie off that brush pile in 20 minutes. On our last brush pile is just inside the mouth of a creek. We caught 8 crappie on using the hooking it through the back tail. So I know it's pretty obvious that the best method was the last one, and it surprised me. So my conclusion, the tail method is the best method to use when you're deadlining on the brush piles. So maybe I might change up a little bit on mine when I'm fishing and do that. I don't know. It's late afternoon, water temperature's about 59 degrees. So make your own mind up leave some comments in there on what you do on your home waters. And until next time, God bless. Have a great week. See you later.